I got another suggestion from somebody in one of my classes. The idea was what I wish my students knew. And this is an interesting one. It took some time to think and reflect on, what are the top things, and I narrowed it down to 5 main things that I wish I could tell my students, or that I guess I'm telling you now, that I wish you knew, that I probably don't say enough. In particular, this is my list, so this doesn't represent all teachers. This just represents me and my classes and kind of how I think and how I teach. So here we go. Here's the top 5 things that I wish my students knew. The first thing that I, as a teacher, want you to know is that I really enjoy what I do. Even if my face doesn't show it, and I know my personality is like that, I'm really monotone, and it may take some of you 6 months. Some of you may even think I'm still a pretty serious person and that I don't enjoy what I do, but I truly enjoy what I do. Even if it doesn't seem like it, or even if my body language or my tone doesn't show it, I really internally enjoy what I do. I think I just have something in my brain, or maybe there's a disconnect between what I'm feeling and how I show that externally. But I work hard every single day, and I do the best that I can do. And even if students don't enjoy what I teach, or even if students don't reflect the same level of motivation, I still push myself to be motivated every day and teach with 110% of my effort. And so that's the first thing I wish that I'm sure most of you know that, but if you didn't, that's my first thing on my list. Number 2, even if I'm struggling with something, or if I'm having a tough day, I put that all off to the side and I still teach. I teach as if nothing is wrong, and I teach as if I have a fresh mind. That's what a lot of teachers train themselves to do, is every single class period we have a reset button that we push, so that in the next class period we can kind of start with a clean, fresh page and teach to the best of our ability. Sometimes that's really hard to do for us teachers, is compartmentalize our struggles and to compartmentalize what we're going through and play the role of a motivator in the classroom, even if we ourselves are feeling down or something like that. So even if I'm having a rough day, I still teach. I don't opt out. That's the main thing, is I always opt in, and I always put my best foot forward that I possibly can. Okay, so number 3, this one's a funny one. Even if I have to go to the restroom, even if I want to get a drink of water, I can't. I just wait. I create a schedule where I have structured breaks so that I don't face the situation where I need a break in the middle of class. There are even days when I don't eat lunch during the lunch period. You guys go off during the 25 minutes, you eat, you think that's short time. The teachers have the same exact schedule. We have 25 minutes to eat as well, because some days we have to use that 25 minutes during lunch to get something done that urgently needs to get done. I just get the work done first. That's how I prioritize things. Teachers kind of go with the flow a lot of the times. That kind of leads me into the 4th thing. The 4th thing is that if you look it up, actually it's on Google, but there have been studies conducted that show, or that kind of concluded, that teachers make roughly 1,500 decisions every single day, during the school day at least. We make a lot of decisions every single minute. We make a lot of decisions on the fly. 1,500 decisions a day roughly equates to 3 to 4 decisions per minute. We have to teach ourselves to be really quick, or at least I do. I make a lot of very meticulous decisions, kind of without even knowing it. Everything from teaching all the way to managing the classroom. I structure everything very meticulously and very detailed oriented. So I know exactly what I'm doing every single minute of the class period. So that's number 4. Number 5, kind of piggybacking onto number 4, but teachers remember a lot. Our minds and our memories are very sharp. Teachers remember anywhere between 130 to 150 students' names. Not just names, but we remember and are wary and aware of what situation you might be in, or what type of attitude you have towards school. By the 2nd or 3rd month of the school year, I pretty much have an idea of where every single one of my student is in terms of their learning, in terms of the attitude towards my class. Are you motivated? Are you not motivated? Teachers notice things like that. I notice things like that. It's the last thing I'll say. It's not really number 6, but I wish my students notice these things more. And I'm not saying that in a bad way or a negative way. I just think teachers do a lot of things that go unnoticed. And it's not that It's not even that I wish you noticed. It's kind of just be aware of that. Teachers go through a lot. Teachers do a lot of things selflessly. Even if it doesn't go noticed, we continue to push forward and we continue to still do what we do every single day. So anyways, there you have it. Those are the 5 things, and there's plenty more, but the 5 things that I narrowed it down to what I wish my students knew.